Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Comic Edition Shockwave. Now, I've been wanting this mod for quite a while now. Like, the original Siege Shockwave is a figure that I've been wanting for years, but well, I'm not willing to sell one of my kidneys to buy him on eBay. So when the Comic Edition line was first shown off and Shockwave was one of the figures, yeah, I was interested, but like these figures sold out really quickly. Like, seriously. So yeah, I just bought this guy on eBay as well, but honestly, I think that it was worth it. And yeah, I do want the other Comic Edition figures, but for whatever reason, I found the Straxus for like £100, and oh my god. Yeah, sometimes toy collecting can be a curse. But for this guy, well, how is he? Well, starting off with the box. Well, already I am loving the box, because, well, it's literally one of the most iconic Transformers comic covers of all time. It's the Shockwave Are All Dead comic cover from like the really early days of the Transformers Marvel comics. As we can see, we got the really early Transformers logo there. We got that really weirdly colored Optimus Prime from the Marvel series. Got the really toy accurate Shockwave right there. This really iconic pose that everyone does when they get a Shockwave figure. Here we got his name right there. This side we got a picture of Shockwave. I'm pretty sure that's Grimlock right there, or that. Cause yeah, these boxes go together to make a whole mural, which is pretty cool. This side we just got some bits from some of the Marvel comic stories. The back we got him in both modes. We got some. Well, we'll see this accessory later, and we also have Red Shockwave. Now, when do we get that in Gen Selects? When do we get Red Shockwave? But, yeah, I think that's just a coloring mistake, but still. And something that's pretty cool. This actually opens up, like the commemorative series boxes, and we get a little, I guess, bio of Shockwave, which is pretty cool. And that's why Shockwave would be. So yeah, I am definitely keeping this box. And for Shockwave himself, well, it's the Siege Shockwave minus all those bits to make him that weird space vehicle. So, yeah, he's now just this weird, I guess, spaceship. Although, don't tell Hasbro this, but, well, turn it upside down, and he's now the actual laser pistol. Yeah, they tend to do this. If a character has a space gun mode, they turn it upside down and say, look, it's a submarine, or it's a spaceship. But yeah, this is literally just the gun mode turned upside down. Well, if you do want to use it as the actual laser gun mode, the handle's quite short, but still is sort of usable. But using it as the actual intended vehicle mode, I can flip this out if I can. Guess that's a bit of a landing strut there. And, yeah. So I guess they're repurposing the handle as like a little, like, control tower. Guess these can be like boosters. I don't know, this could be like a little cockpit section, or like this could be like a little front viewing window, I don't know. But yeah, this is clearly just Shockwave turned upside down. But still, I quite like this alt mode. It's even got a little secondary eye right there in the, I guess, control tower. Now, on this side, we've got the little hose section here, which can come off, although it doesn't fully come off. So if you want this, if you want to without the hose, and well, you're shit out of luck, but oh well. And of course, with this being the comic colors, got a bit of added black striping here. The chest, or what's going to be the chest, looks a bit shattered there. And got some added black on the shoulders, which you'll see in robot mode. So yeah. And compared to Siege Shockwave, which was a much darker purple, this is a much lighter colored purple, which I quite like. So yeah. Now, seeing how I guess this is meant to be a spaceship, these are probably meant to be boosters, so I guess we can maybe plug these into here. I guess. Yeah, this guy doesn't have any guns in vehicle mode. The only accessory he comes with, you probably saw this when I was opening up the flap in the box. It's Optimus Prime severed head. Because yes, this was a plot point in one of the comics. Like, of course I didn't read the Marvel comics because they came up before I was even born, but from what I remember, like, Prime's brain was stored in a floppy disk, if I remember, or I think that was like a latest story after he died, or yeah, I'm probably getting the stories all mixed up. I'll do some research and I'll add the actual context for this here. But yeah, this is based on one of the stories. So yeah, and we can see that the head is actually sort of toy colored. So I'm guessing this is how the head looked in the comics. And I'm pretty sure you could probably add this to Earthrise Prime if you wanted. I'm not going to, but if you wanted to, then there you go. I just think this is a pretty cool, I guess, thing to put with Shockwave. So, yeah. Of course, it doesn't do anything, it just stands by Shockwave, but, And while putting Shockwave next to a picture of Siege Shockwave, with all the, like, weird add-ons that the Siege version has, which this guy lacks, well, we can pretty much just see, like, of course, as I said, the purple is much lighter, but we can also see how he looks with and without the weird add-ons. Honestly, I kind of wish that this guy still had the with add-on bits. Of course, he didn't have that in the comics, but still. Oh, well. And, well, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Overall, for it just being an upside-down laser gun, I quite like it. So, yeah. Let's just move on to the transformation. So, to start off, I'm just going to take this little hose bit here and untap that from the control tower. Take these wings and just fold them in. Then just untap that. Open up the control tower here. Untap the legs. Extend out the legs. Like so, then just fold these in to fill out the legs. Then just spin around the entire legs like so. So now we've got that all done. Now the top bit, well, we got, I guess what's meant to be, like on the G1 toy just came off, for example. Whereas with here, we just untap that, move this down, then just move the shoulders down, the forearms, and then this just moves down as a backpack. And then that just tabs into the back like so. And also this tabs into the forearm like so. So the hose is now attached to the forearm, kind of like the original Shockwave toy. Then we just get the chest open. And yeah, this is actually quite tricky to do for some reason. Okay, there we go. So we just open that up, get the head out. And actually try and get this closed up again. If I can get these lined up. There we go. And here we have Shockwave in robot mode. And honestly, I quite like that transformation. Like, it's simple, but it's kind of fun. I mean, yeah, he does have quite the backpack, but oh well. And honestly, this comic color scheme, I think it looks quite cool on him. Like, he's got these little bits of black, I guess, shading on him. On the legs here, on the forearms, on the shoulders, and even on the chest, which it kind of looks like it's shattered on here. In fact, if we just do a quick 360 of him, you can sort of see more of that shading detailing on the backpack here. Of course, we also have his face, which is the singular Cyclops eye. Looks like that was once light piped, like on the Siege version, that was probably once light piped, but it's been removed for this version, which is kind of crappy, but oh well. We got the Decepticon insignia right there, which is well hidden because it's purple on purple. And of course, he doesn't come with any guns, as they said, but he doesn't need one when his entire fucking left hand is a gun. So, yeah. But that builds a comparison to the Siege version where, well, here's a quick picture. Yeah. But still, we can just pop a little blast effect onto here. And he can still shoot at Autobots or Megatron because, yes, compared to the cartoon, this guy wanted to be the leader in the comics. And I guess just putting him with Prime's head. I mean, it does look pretty cool at least. So that's that, but there's no way for him to hold it or anything. It's just a little, it's a little display piece is all. So I guess let's move on to the articulation. So the head can go side to side, can look up and down on a ball joint. Also on this arm, because this arm's got the hose. Of course, the arms can do a full 360. You can T-pose. Now you can sort of make him do a full, like lifting his hand to go to the bathroom pose or something. Elbows. Bicep rotation. This hand, he's got a swivel there at the wrist. Doesn't really have... Oh yeah, this one has the swivel too, even though it's just a gun. Or the little laser pointer thing. And yeah, you could probably still put a gun into this hand too if you wanted to. Waist can move. You can kick forward on a ratchet joint, which sounds really nice. You can kick back about that far. He's got knees about that far. Got a swivel about there. Can do the splits. Got an angle pivot about to there. And that's about it. Like, obviously, he's got ratchet joints because at one point in time, this guy was a leader class. Although, yeah, this guy's down to Voyager height. He was a leader class figure back in Siege. And the reason for that was because, of course, starting with Siege, leaders just became like Voyagers without a bits. Like, Ultra Magnus had the armor that he normally has. Astro Train had a coal tender, and this guy had the weird bits, like the glider that became bits for the vehicle modens. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it is in character for Shockwave to have these weird modifications, but honestly, I think I kind of like the stock robot mode a bit better, to be honest. So, yeah. Maybe it's for the best that he didn't come with the upgraded bits. So, yeah. And if anything, I think that's all I've got to say about this figure. So, complaints? Well, honestly, I'm trying to think of complaints. Like, obviously, I could say, oh, why is it a leader at a Voyager thing? Like, come on, we've been past that now. It's like, it's been like 6 years now, so. But for actual complaints, honestly, I'm not a fan of how this backpack transforms. Like, the way that it's on this weird armature, and then you have to have it go over here and then move the arms up. I kind of wish that there was a better way for this to work. Maybe if this actually transformed into his chest or something. Just keep in mind, his chest is just right there in the open in vehicle mode. That's one thing I'm not a fan of. It's like he's just lying there with his tits out in the open for all to see. Another complaint I have is, maybe if the hose was actually removable. Now hear me out. Like, the hose comes off here, but it doesn't come off here. So, say you wanted to display Shockwave without the hose, you'd probably have to find some other way to plug this in, like here. Which you can do. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can do that, so you can still have him displayed without the hose, but it still sort of shows, as you can see. So, unless you do like a permanent modification and just cut the hose off entirely, there's no way to display this guy without the hose. So, I wish this hose was actually removable. And also, keep in mind, like, these are the boosters in vehicle mode, but they're also the feet. Maybe give the feet a bit more transformation, I don't know. But at this point, I'm just nitpicking, because honestly, I quite like this figure. Would I have preferred if he'd come with the accessories from the Siege version? Honestly, I'm fine that he doesn't have them, because looking at the upgraded form of Siege Shockwave, that was kind of ridiculous, so I'm just fine with this. So, yeah. So, do I recommend this guy, whether it's Siege Shockwave or this guy or any other version? Honestly, yeah. Like, this is a pretty decent Shockwave in my opinion. Like, he's pretty much got the G1 vehicle mode if you turn it upside down, which I quite like. This version has this really cool reference to the Marvel comics. I like the color scheme on this version. And honestly, I kind of hope that the comic edition line keeps on going. Like, I hope they give us a blast of the comic version head sculpt, which is something that I've been wanting for a little while now. So come on, give us a comic edition blaster. So yeah, so yeah, I recommend this mold. So this has been my review on Comic Edition's Shockwave, and I guess Optimus Prime's head. And this is Charlie Young signing off.